It's me again. Hi guys. So I wasn't going to film this. I thought, oh, not much value here, not really a how-to in any way. And then I thought, fucking hell, there's certain men of a certain age that get a semi over this bike, so I thought I'd film it. Can you tell what it is? It's a very nice one. It's done reasonably high mileage, but it's very nice condition. You don't see them like this that often. Check that baby out. It is a really, really nice one. So what am I doing to it? About 6 months ago, I did a carb restoration, rebuild, clean job on these carburetors. It was one of those bikes that had been somewhere else and wasn't running quite right. Another one of those that I got involved with, but didn't film it, unfortunately. But anyway, when I'd done the carburetors and it was running correctly, my OCD didn't like the throttle. Although it snaps shut, in fact you might even hear it, sort of a bit scrapey. Anyway, I suggested to the guy that get some new throttle cables for it. You know, I'll take this grip apart and clean it in silicone spray or some light machine oil in there, get that all slippery. New cables just make the throttle, you know, it deserves to be perfect, doesn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. I'll get the tank off and I'll show you what I'm doing. I've got some genuine Kawasaki cables. Shouldn't be any surprises, should all be straightforward. Onwards. Well, that was easy. They don't make them like that anymore. Okay. I'm just thinking, holy shit, these cables are going to be an absolute nightmare to get at. Of course, when you're putting the cables on normally, you can have the carbs hanging out the side here with a bit of play in the cables to get them in. It's holy shit. Oh God, I don't want to have to take the carburetors off. Right, let's detach them from up there and get a load of free play in the centre bit of the cable. Detach them from the bracket. Let's see where we end up. And I've also got here, wrapped around this, I don't know whether you're seeing this, he wants me to run this wire under the tank for it. You know what I'm saying. In fact, he's already done a bit of the routing. He wants it under the tank, just cable tied in neatly, so I could do that. That's no biggie. Right, let's undo this grip here. I can't remember if I had this off when the throttle felt horrible last time. I can't remember whether I actually had this off or not to look inside. Put that down, Jim. Yeah, it feels a bit scrapey. Good clean up, some new cables. That'll do, donkey. Right, okay. I've said it before, I know I have, and I'll say it again. Pay attention to cable routing. I mean, this is super straightforward, but, you know, some modern bikes, the blooming cables are routed in a right complicated way. So if you just go pulling them out and then you're like, oh, hang on a minute, did it go that side of the wiring loom or that side of the wiring loom? You know what I'm saying, don't you? And I think, have I mentioned it before? You know, if it's a complicated route, you can attach the new cable to the old cable and just sort of feed them through. You know that, I'm sure. Not going to go through there, is it? Am I going to have to take that coil off? Surely not. Oh no. Although I'm not sure that plastic bit's going to go through there, is it? Negative. The other end probably will, though, if I detach it from the carburetor. Right. 10mm spanner. I've got to find a way of locking the focus on this camera, because when I do these sort of shots, I put my hand in the shot and it focuses up here somewhere. It's really annoying. Sorry. Oh God, this is going to be a massive pain in the arse, isn't it? I think I might need a cup of tea before I fucking face this. That choke cable's kind of in the way as well, isn't it? That one is going to come out easy peasy, I think. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. Okay. Well, you say that, but that won't come out past the bloody thermostat housing. What on earth is happening? What if I take that nut all the way off the bottom? Help me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this camera. How about just don't put your hand in front of it? There we go. Right, that's one of them. The other one is, oh my God, it's buried. Can I go down a bit somewhere? It's sort of, yeah, it's in there. I need a brew before I can tackle that. Back in a minute. Them's the cables. Genuine Kawasaki. Look at that bad boy. My missus made an apple cake at the weekend. How good does that look? Fucking hell, Jim. Just call me Alan. And I'm working on the yard outside my workshop. And if you're wondering why I'm not in the workshop, it's rammed full of motorbikes. I can't get in there. And I don't like... It's about to rain, so I'm under the awning of my van. I don't like having customers' bikes out in the rain. It gives me the EBGBs, so I'm doing it out here because there's not enough room to walk. If the bike's in the workshop, there's a bike on the ramp already underway, having a job done, and there's no room to walk around it. So I'm doing it out here. Look at that bad boy. Right, it's not a food bloody YouTube channel, Jim. Get on with your work. Right, a 10mm spanner. How the am I supposed to get that out of there? Oh, please don't make me take the carbs off. If anybody out there has had the carbs off one of these, you'll know what I mean. It's not exactly a 5-minute exercise. And I only quoted him an hour to do these cables. So I don't really want to spend 3 hours on it. Let's get that choke cable out of the way. That might help a bit. Fucking hell, seriously? I'll tell you what, some swear words are going to start coming out. No, more swear words are going to start coming out than normal. Okay. Get out of the way. Go over there, knock the camera over. That's it. Well done. That makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. Great. I mean, how? It's not possible. How am I going to get my hand? Fucking hell, where's the pliers gone? Is that any easier? Yes. Well, now the cable's disconnected. How the fuck am I going to see? Open the throttle all the way. Can I see it? I can see absolutely fucking nothing. I think I might have to get my camera, my borescopy camera, and have a look under there. it might just be possible to fight hard enough and long enough to get it. Yeah, you'll see in a second. I'll show you this. So, got a pair of pliers. So we've got the throttle held fully open. I'm going to talk about that in a second when you do things like this. I can actually, oh, it is zoomed in already. I can just about, if it'll fucking focus down in there, which it bloody well won't. Come on now. I think I'm going to be able to win with a bit of a fight. So that's that. Yeah, so when you start dicking about with carburetors like this, like I've got this pair of pliers stuck on this, you know what I'm saying, you're going to upset the balance of the carbs. These things are super sensitive to adjustment. Most sets of inline 4 carbs like this are really sensitive to adjustment. Just literally the weight of the screwdriver on the screw can change the balance. And I was thinking, man, this would be a good opportunity. It's not going to happen. I haven't got time, so I don't know why I'm saying this out loud, but I really want to make a video about carb synchronization because there's so much misinformation out there on the interweb, and I watch people on YouTube that are supposedly experts, and fucking hell, yeah, it's a subject. People bloody wind in the mix, just the idle speed up to like 2,500 RPM to balance them and stuff. It just, honestly, people don't, they just, I think what happens is they're taught that way, or they have seen somebody else do it that way, and they don't actually question, why am I actually doing this? What am I trying to accomplish? Anyway, I'm going to go on a rant. So soon I will do a deep dive on throttle body synchronization, carb balancing. Jesus, why did I say all that? Because I've had these pliers jamming the throttle fully open so I can get to the cable. The carbs will need to be balanced afterwards. Even if they don't need any adjustment, you need to, you've got to check, haven't you? Anyway, I'm going to get that cable off. The camera's kind of working around the camera is a pain in the arse, so I'm going to get that cable off, and I can swear a lot then, and I haven't got to worry about being demonetized. And then we'll clean this up here, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, you're going to come out that way. Are you having a giraffe? Seriously? T-bar. Loosen that one. Is that enough? It should be. There we go. Right, let's lay these cables next to one another. Lay the old ones next to the new ones. And make sure we got the right cables, because you don't want to fit them and then find out they're wrong. Ask me how I know. Right. So is that, hang on a minute. Is that operator error? It's different on that end, look. You getting that? The other thing to check is make sure your, hang on, it's a bit jammed at the other end. You got to make sure that your inner piece is the same length. Do you see what I mean? That is that of concern? Should I be concerned that that isn't an adjuster? Well, it is, but you know what I mean. But they're the same length and they've got exactly the same fittings. So that one's all right. What about the other one? So they've got the same, yeah, they've got the same inner length. It's weird how they've changed the end of that, isn't it? I guess, I don't know, are they cheaper to make that way? Where's the part number, look? Oh, hang on a minute. 120011 121277. Do I need to be concerned? I think they're fine. Right, let's put them on. find out they're not the right ones, swear a lot, and then I don't know what. Order some other ones. Let's do that. Right, so they went on the carbs. Remarkably easy. I thought I was going to have to fight way more than that. So this is washed down with brake cleaner. I've talked about this in other videos. I've just got some engine oil on there because it's what I've got to hand here. Cables. Like that. And like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. Snappy shutty. There's nothing quite like a new cable. So you can take a cable off, pull and push on it. You think, oh, that's lovely. You can take an old cable off, pull and push on it, think, well, that feels nice and free, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll put some oil down it. It's never the same as a new cable. Screwdriver. Yeah, they get, I mean, these cables are, what's this bike, 30 years old? No, hang on. Fucking hell, 40, it can't be 40 years old, surely. Fucking hell, I'm feeling old. Yeah, the cable, these are probably the original cables, so they've been sort of bent out of shape for a long time, and where they are bent in a weird angle, you know, they'll wear internally inside the, you know what I'm saying. Just new cables, honestly. New cables aren't hugely expensive. You can oil them till the cows come home. They never feel quite the same. And of course, modern cables, and I'm assuming these have, the ones I've just fitted, they've got a PTFE liner inside as opposed to, you know, just like the old style Bowden cable, which is just a metal on metal. You know what I mean. Right, tank back on. No, hang on, I need to balance the carbs quickly. I'm not going to show that, sorry guys. I'm absolutely balls to the wall. If I start trying to film that, I'm going to go into a waffle and it'll turn into the carb balancing video that I want to make, but I just don't have the headspace to do it at the moment. I need to plan it a little bit more. I think we'll probably call time on this video now. Mildly entertaining, maybe, I don't know, but anyway, a little peek behind the curtain just at what I'm doing today. Thank you, see you on the next one.